What's going on, people, and welcome to Man Knows Football. You are here with Guni for a video that I really wasn't planning to make. I literally rolled out of bed, I saw the news, and I was like, listen, this one I have to definitely touch on. But one thing I do promise you is that I did brush my teeth and all that, yeah? So we are doing this video with some kind of hygiene, you get me? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this video is going to be about Marc Cucurella of Brighton. Yes, Marc Cucurella of Brighton. But before we do get into the content, make sure you do all of that good stuff. That is like, share, subscribe. Leave your thoughts down there in the comments as well. And we just crossed the 12,000 subscriber barrier. Thank you so much. I asked you lot to help me cross the 12,000 barrier in the last video. And guess what? You lot helped me make that happen. So I am forever grateful to all of you lot. Still a long road to go. So let's keep hitting that subscribe button. You get me? Soon it's going to be the road to 20k. Yeah, how quickly does time go? But yeah, we move. Let's talk about the main story today. Marc Cucurella of Brighton. Yes, it has been heavily rumoured that he would be going to Manchester City. The price tag was going to be £50 million, and Pep Guardiola is a huge fan of him. Marc Cucurella is also a huge fan of Pep. So it looked like it was a match made in heaven, and it still could be a match made in heaven. Not gonna lie to you, I'm still not gonna get too ahead of myself, because how many times have we seen Chelsea being used by the media and the press? You get me? Them brown envelopes, they do like to use us to speed up other deals for other clubs. So I'm being very wary of that. But if the rumours are to be believed, Manchester City are not entertaining the price tag of £50 million for Marc Cucurella, which is quite a steep price tag. But for the quality of player that you're getting at only 24 years old as well, fit as a fiddle, defends excellently, attacks excellently. Me personally, I definitely think it's worth it, man. But again, we have to take some factors into consideration. Cucurella is actually, I believe he spent some time in La Masia, or he did spend some time in Barcelona, and it was during the time with Pep Guardiola and his dominance. So he's looking up to this guy like, oh my days, I have to play for this guy. I was there to see what he did for Barcelona. Bruv, this is my dream manager, the best manager in the world. So that's why I'm really going to be careful with this. However, if Manchester City don't want to pay £50 million for Marc Cucurella, then instead Chelsea, and apparently we are looking to speed things up. We are looking to quote unquote hijack the deal from Manchester City. Now, we have seen this happen once before in our history, and that was when Pep Guardiola was really onto Jorginho at the time when he was playing for Napoli. But we did take both Sarri and Jorginho from Naples, and they did come to play for Chelsea Football Club. Aside from that, it doesn't really happen very much. But how sweet would it be if we took Manchester City's best winger and we took their #1 left-back target? Yeah, that would be absolutely great. I would love Marc Cucurella, man. Why do I think he would fit in this Chelsea team? For several reasons. One thing that people don't know is that he's very versatile. He can also play centre-back, and I do believe that he can play in the back three as well. So he can deputise at left centre-back. But is that where I'm going to use him? Is that where I would use him? Absolutely not. And I think it would be criminal to sign him as a left centre-back. To use him sporadically here or there, if we need to use him, I can understand. But for me, his main role is either left back or left wing back, because my goodness me, this guy with his springy hair just charges up and down that wing all day long. Very technical footballer. Excellent technicals going forward. Can put in a beautiful cross, can spot a lovely pass, can even score goals when he's going forward. Everything that Marcos Alonso can do and better. And guess what? He's got pace, and he can defend as well. This, for me, is a dream signing. You lot know how much I've been wanting to sign this player. I've been desperate for us to even be linked with this guy. And this morning, I have just woken up to the biggest and best surprise in the world. Because do you know why? Do you know why Guni is getting like this? Because there are certain brown envelopes that are reporting it, and I have to take it seriously. And the three names, David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano, and who was the third one again? Matt Law. Yes, those three brown envelopes. And as you know, they are the elite tier, the tier ones. Yes, the ones who get everything right. Those guys have reported, and I am going to start off with Mr. Fabrizio Romano's tweet, because this is the first one that I saw. And even when I did see Fabrizio Romano's name, I was like, this smells a little brown envelope-y. This smells a little bit of trying to get Manchester City to hurry up and kind of get the deal done, cross the line. You get me? But here is what Fabrizio Romano said. Chelsea are pushing to hijack Marc Cucurella deal. Direct talk today with Brighton. Levi Colwill could be part of the negotiation. Personal terms negotiation in the next hours. Manchester City will not improve their last bid, £40 million, that has been rejected by Brighton. So there you have it. However, there is a massive however, and it's including a player that I do not want to see leave Chelsea Football Club, and that is young Levi Colwill. Now, what I'm saying is, I don't think he's the be-all and end-all of all centre-backs and all defenders, of course not, but I'm just a huge fan of Levi Colwill, academy boy. I'm a believer in his huge potential. I thought he done magnificent over there at Huddersfield, and I actually did watch Huddersfield because of Levi Colwill and how much I rate this guy, and I feel that he's got a future in a top club, and I felt that it should have been Chelsea, but it looks like we're going to be using him as part of the negotiation. Now, this isn't the first time I'm hearing this either in terms of using Levi Colwill in negotiation, because if you think back to Mr. Wesley Fofana, yeah, who Chelsea are also very much interested in. Apparently, Leicester are very interested in our little star boy, Levi Colwill. So it'd be very interesting to see if he's either going to go to Brighton or if he's going to go over there to Leicester. But I'm pretty sure if we get one of these two players, we might be seeing Levi Colwill going the other way. So that's the one from Fabrizio Romano. Like I promised you, there is definitely more from the tier ones. Yes. So the next tier one is David Ornstein. And what has Ornstein got to say for himself? He has got the alarm bell ringing. Ring, 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 ring. Chelsea in talks to sign Marc Cucurella from Brighton. No agreement yet between the clubs, but conversations are ongoing. Chelsea targeting the 24-year-old left-back following Manchester City's reluctance to meet £50 million price tag, which Brighton will not drop. So that is a second source, a second tier one source, Mr. David Ornstein, who has got Chelsea's transfer business spot on so far. He was the one that mentioned about Raheem Sterling. He also mentioned about Kalidou Koulibaly, and rightly so, there are several accounts on Twitter who turned around and said, David Ornstein hasn't said anything about Jules Koundé, so I'm taking it with a pinch of salt. That's what those accounts said, and I was like, well, enough people had said the same thing, had said different, so I'm going to go with the Koundé thing. And that ended up with me holding that massive L. Yes, I had to hold that L, I'm not going to lie to you. So now that David Ornstein has reported on this is making me believe that there are actually legs to this story. And the last one, obviously, is Mr. Matt Law. Can Mr. Matt Law redeem himself from the absolute shambles that occurred with Jules Koundé? Now, I know he's not the only one. And if I'm being honest, I think something definitely, there was legs to what was going on. There had to be, because our tier ones are not going to put their necks on the line unless they hear something concrete. But Mr. Matt Law has also said Chelsea in talks to sign Cucurella, as reported elsewhere. Seems Tuchel thinks he could play left centre-back as well as left wing-back. Brighton are already looking for replacements. The fact that Brighton are looking for replacements, if this is to be believed, makes me think that this is going to happen. I'm not going to lie to you. It's either he's going to go to Chelsea or he's going to go to Manchester City. I'm not ruling out Manchester City. Absolutely not. Because we have to remember, Manchester City have just sold a lot of talent, you know. They've just, got a lot of money for two big talents. Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to be doing more business this window. But the only way Chelsea can get this done, in my opinion, is if we get this wrapped up today. I'm talking personal terms with Cucurella, agreeing to pay that 50 M's and pushing through the official bid. That's when I think it will get done. We cannot hang around. We have been humiliated enough in this transfer window. Now we're trying to look like Hijack FC, step into the middle of deals between two clubs. But we have to start doing this. Yeah, we've got to do it the way Roman did it when he first came to the club. When Chelsea literally entered the fray, and you know, as soon as Chelsea's name was mentioned, it doesn't matter if it was Manchester United or whoever it was negotiating the deal, Chelsea are coming out with the player. Case in point, two cases in point. Iron Robin, Manchester United, and John Obi Mikel, the more famous one, how we hijacked that deal, Manchester United. And for banter's sakes, I'm going to throw in Willian as well. Had his medical ready for Tottenham Hotspur, but you know where he ended up. He hates Tottenham. Yes, Willian did end up at Stamford Bridge. But Cucurella, I think he'll be a marvellous addition to that Chelsea squad. Could you imagine Raheem Sterling, Cucurella on that left side, and then on that right side, you've got Reece James and whoever you want to put there on that right wing. It's going to be absolute ridiculous. Our wing back options are going to be stupid, yeah? Ben Chilwell, as we know, has come back from a very serious injury. He's still going to need some time to get back in to some kind of pace. But to have him competing for that place with Cucurella, yeah, because that's what's going to happen. Cucurella is a top quality left wing back, and he's not coming here to sit on the bench. He's coming here to make that a place of his own. Like, he's trying to own that. So that's going to be competition for Ben Chilwell, and it's going to be incentive for him to get to his very, very best. Do I think Chilwell's going to run from this challenge? Absolutely not. I think he's going to relish it. I think he's going to do his best to get back to his fitness and compete for that position. And also, like I said before, he can also do the left centre-back role as well. But I would hate for him to come and primarily be a left centre-back, because his attacking prowess going forward is too good to sacrifice, in my opinion. But people, what do you think of this deal? Do you think there's legs? Do you think Chelsea will get this one over the line? Or do you still feel that Manchester City might turn around and make that 50 million bid, and Cucurella, already personal terms agreed with Manchester City, will go and sign for them? I'm trying to be very careful. I'm trying to manage expectations here. I'm not trying to get too excited, because there's too much heartbreak that's happened for us Chelsea fans already for this transfer window. But if we sign Cucurella, oh my days. Oh my days. Koulibaly, Cucurella, Raheem Sterling, and potentially Slonina as well. I like the look of Slonina, I'm not going to lie to you. That is not a bad transfer window. But what I would love for Chelsea to do, address the CDM position and address the attack position. If there's two more positions left that we need to fill after getting these players, and I'm talking Cucurella or another wing back included, please sort the attack out and definitely do something about that CDM role. Please, Chelsea Football Club. But people, let me know what you think. Do you see this happening, or do you see him going to Manchester City? Do you think that we need Marc Cucurella in this Chelsea squad? And do you think this elevates us from a defensive standpoint and attacking standpoint, because we do play the back five, by signing Marc Cucurella? Do you think this is going to happen between Chelsea and Brighton? Make sure you let me know down there in the comments. Make sure also you do like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff, you get me? We are trying to build this community, and the community that we got is the best around, and I do mean that from the bottom of my heart, and that's all thanks to you lot. Yeah, so listen, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please make sure you do stay safe. Bless up the Blues, and please sign Cucurella. Laters.